What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Papa Jobo's. Today we're going to talk about Joining the Pandaverse, the new Matt Parker and Trey Stone South Park special on Paramount+. First thing to be said about all of this is that it's nice to see somebody fighting back. It's nice to see Parker and Stone actually do something really, I think, meaningful, even though it is in a comedy special. And even though most people who are part of the woke mind hive and the virus of wokeness are actually not going to change anything because of this. It's just nice to know that there's some people in Hollywood actually pushing back. Hopefully this starts something. Hopefully it gets other people to start pushing back. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think it will, because we've seen other people try to push back every once in a while and it just gets worse for them. And not only does it get worse for them, but they come out and triple down, double down, quadruple down, all of it down to make sure that they get their Marxist woke message across. The episode itself's pretty funny. As someone who quit watching South Park over a decade ago, I came back to it to watch specifically just this episode because everyone was talking about it and saying someone was finally going to push back, and it didn't disappoint at all. I mean, they did that for 95% of the episode. Now there's about 5% of the episode where it's not even 5%. It's probably a 30-second scene where they actually end up doing what they're accusing others of. Now listen to me on this, because there's a part where Cartman and Kathleen Kennedy meet in an alternate universe, and they talk about their differences and why Kathleen Kennedy acted and reacted the way she has and the way she did. And it's because mean people basically sent her mean mails, snail mail and emails, which is nonsense. I mean, because Kathleen Kennedy was already saying this stuff well before anyone ever said anything mean about her. I mean, hell, we all went and supported her in The Force Awakens. We all went and watched it, and all the fans went, yeah, this is getting really bad, and there's something weird going on here. And when we did that, she started calling us all names. You know, we've seen them all. We know that she did it. We have proof of it. So that part actually doesn't make sense to me, and it really seemed like they were actually, ironically, pandering a bit to Disney and Kennedy. You know, maybe they were trying to have some sort of mea culpa and show that, hey, we're people, we're getting a little too crazy with all this stuff. Can we stop? The answer to that is no, they're not going to stop, because they haven't. We have evidence of that. We have empirical evidence of the fact that they're not going to stop doing this. They love their Marxism and they're going to shove it down our throat no matter what. The episode itself, I'd give it like a 8, 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I actually laughed at a South Park episode. There wasn't a lot of gross stuff in it, stuff I don't really like in a lot of their episodes, which is why I quit watching it. But there's another part to Stone and Parker that I wanted to talk about, and that's that everyone says, really almost everyone says, that because they make fun of everything and everyone, it makes them funny and good. I don't agree with that. I think you have to have a lot of great timing. I think you have to have some good comedic sense, and they have that, and they do that, and they have episodes that prove that. But I also think that when you take an issue and you make it paramount in your episode, and then you counterbalance it with something that that they don't believe in, it ends up being a bit of pandering in and of itself. I didn't like that. I didn't like that they made fun of things that they didn't believe in. That's just me. I don't really think that is somebody that I'm going to fully jump on board and support, because when they get it right, South Park really gets it right. But when they get it wrong, they really get it wrong. Let's admit that. That's true. And it's one of the reasons I quit watching. Most of it, to be honest, it was gross, not that funny to me anymore. And I moved on to other things. That's the biggest reason I quit watching. But this episode is really good. I think it's pretty important. I don't put too much importance in a lot of things like this now, because you don't see any of Hollywood changing. They could have gone after Paramount Plus. They could have gone after NBC. They could have gone after any production company out there, any entertainment company out there, and applied these same principles to what they're doing, because everyone's doing it. They could have gone after Zaslav and Gunn, and they would have been accurate in doing so. There's a part of me that's been blackpilled on all this stuff, and so if you hear me being a little negative with this, that's why. It's just so hard to watch it keep happening over and over and over again, and then expect that things are going to change when you get a tiny little win like this. And I don't even know if it's a win. It just feels good to see. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I would be really interested, actually, because I know I said some things that everyone isn't going to necessarily agree with, but I think the points are valid. I think they make sense, and I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe. See you next time. Peace.